You know what time it is. I have a new shell challenge. A shell challenge in The Sims is when I create the outside walls of a structure and you make something out of it. You are free to add inside walls, make a little floor plan if you want. And as we know, the main rule is you cannot change the walls. You can't, do that. You are allowed to change the height. You're allowed to rotate it on the lot. Porches, balconies, fences, half walls, that's all fine. This is my first one since the curved walls came out. So we do have some curved walls, but I kind of tried to keep it easy on you. And I know you're all here to see what I did with this shell, so let's get into it. This is hashtag sarahkendalll11 on the gallery. We're back in the Sarah Kendall cinematic universe, the SKSCU if you will. And tours for the shell are going to be on my Twitch channel on October 16th at 12 p.m. Eastern and October 18th at 5 p.m. Eastern, unless they announce The Sims 5 that day. They won't, but just in case. So going into this, all I really knew is that I did want to use curved walls. This is, like I said, my first shell since the curved wall update came out. And I think I went a little easy on you. I think I could have done a lot more curved walls, but I also, when I build these shells, I'm like, I also have to build something with this, so we can't make it too impossible. And so once I had this shell built, I kind of was like, wait a minute, I feel like this would look really good in Oasis Springs or in Strangerville, like in the desert. So you will see I do change it a little bit after that. And of course, is anyone surprised? I'll let you guess right now, comment down below, what type of building did I do with this shell? If you guessed family home, you are in fact correct. I don't know what it is about me and family homes in The Sims and shell challenges, but I just love to build a family home. I don't know why. I just felt like this one worked really, really well. As you can see, now we're in Oasis Spring. And this is another one where the build slightly jumps around the speed build version of it because I built this over 2 3-hour streams. So there was like 6 hours of building total. But as you know, I'm always looking over and talking to chat, answering questions. Everyone's asking, is the shell already on the gallery? I'm showing people how to find it on the gallery. But yeah, but the floor plan took me a hot minute. It did take me a hot minute. I don't know if you can really tell, but it did take me a little bit to figure out, especially because the room in the front of the house, originally I was like, oh, that's gonna be a garage, that's gonna be a home gym. We are gonna be able to fit the kitchen and the dining and the living area all throughout that space when you first walk in. And I think if you were a very talented builder, you probably could do that. But I was struggling because there wasn't a perfect wall to put the TV on, so I was like, I don't know what we do. We simply have to move the living room. So that's what we did. And I also made a hallway, which the more I make hallways, the more I realize how little I put hallways in my build. Like, I don't know what it is about a one-tile hallway in The Sims, but it doesn't feel right, even though I feel like hallways are very common in a lot of real-life houses. I think that's also why I try and do everything open concept. It's just that, like, even though The Sims can make it through the one-tile hallway, I'm like, what if they can't though? What if they can't though? And honestly, I think that's valid because there is some like wall decor and stuff you can put on the walls that will prevent your sim from walking through. You already know the roofing, I had to do like the red tiles like that, but I wasn't sure exactly how I wanted the roofing to look. But then we did this and I thought it looked decent. I thought it looked okay. I was upset that we could not do the column on either side of like the entryway or the front porch, whatever your area you want to call it, because the column going through the top level, it was only going to show half of the column. Very weird stuff. Oh, and the painting of the outside too. I obviously knew I didn't want anything too flashy. I wanted probably just some stucco. Is that what it's called? I literally have only ever seen that word typed out. I don't think I ever hear people talk about it unless they do and I just never take note of it. And then we decided to do some stone as well. I just like really kept with those neutral desert vibes. And to the person who commented on the last video and said my landscaping makes them cry, you're not gonna like this, bestie, because I didn't do much landscaping because it's in the desert. We did do a really cute like fountain, some cute succulents. We did do some cute landscaping. It's just not excessive, which I think is a great way to describe my landscaping in general. It's cute, but it's not excessive. I don't really go all out a lot of times, except if you want to see one where I go all out on the landscape. Like a month or so ago, I did a random room generator decides every room in my Sims build. And the backyard was like meadow-like or whatever, however they described it. And so I went all out on that one, I would say. That was a good time. I also really enjoy landscaping. Like, it may not be the best, it may not be the flashiest, the coolest, the most unique, but like something about just like putting some plants around and getting them to look all nice and cute together, it makes me very happy. So sorry if that makes you cry. And then I use these jungle adventure tiles again. I feel like this frequently happens in The Sims where I don't remember that an item exists for so long and then I suddenly remember it exists and I have to use it all of the time, because I'm pretty sure I used the jungle adventure tiles in my last shell build as well for my Not So Berry Plum Gen house, and I ended up using them, I think, like literally throughout the entire house except in the upstairs bathroom. They just look really, really nice, I have to say. And that's how I was with shelves as well. I never used to build with shelves because they don't show up when you filter items by room. So I never thought to use a shelf until one day I was like, wait, if you just search shelf, shelves will come up and you will find them and they will be there and you can use them. This kitchen was giving me a little bit of trouble because I think all of us in chat had a lot of ideas for this and I just like wasn't 100% sure. But then I saw the tall cabinet with like the multicolor plates and I said, that is beautiful. Let me do that. And then I was getting a little tripped up on the island because I didn't want it to be that big. I felt like it was a little too big for the space. We definitely didn't need it. But then I decided to mimic sort of the architecture or the shape of the curved walls. I would do the curved island and I felt like that worked really well. And spoiler alert, we also do a round table where the curved wall is, and I think that all just like comes together really well. We have the curved arch. Oh my gosh. And then the laundry. So like all of this that you're watching was after we spent so long being like, do we make this a garage? Do we find a way to squeeze a living room in that open area? Do we just make this the main living area? And then I'm like, well, I bumped this little nook out for laundry. So how are we going to do the laundry? And we were like, okay, well, we can do a closet and that will still be functional if we do the vertical washer and dryer. I actually didn't test the other ones and I cut the play testing out, which is why it kind of jumped around for a second. Then I decided we will do it a 1x2 instead of a 2x1 or the other way around. And we will do the vertical washer and dryer because that is functional. And it is, and it is. And then coming into the living area, I had to use stuff from the new Desert Luxe kit. I had to use the new Desert Luxe couch. It just looks so comfy. I don't know what else to say. It looks so comfy. It's so well done. I am so obsessed. Oh yeah, and I forgot. We totally decided not to do the garage doors anyway. Once we were like, no, this is the living area. We will not do the garage doors. We will just do a window. And then this is where I bring in a little bit more of the landscaping. And I sized up a toy truck. So no, there are still not cars in The Sims. I took a toy truck and I sized it up. There are also debug cars that are like regular size that you can grab, but I just felt like doing the toy truck. So we also, yes, did a fountain out front. I don't think I added any water emitters to it, but I'm kind of okay with that. I think it's fine. And something that I did that I wasn't sure if I would love was the black couch because I was like, I don't know how I feel about that. If we're going lots of tan shades and shades of brown and brown undertones, I don't know how the black couch straight up will like feel in the room, but I really love it. And I actually am obsessed with the rug that we went with as well. Was not expecting to like that, but I think it all worked really well. This was kind of a weird space, mainly because of where I wanted the archway to be. I could have moved the archway and it could have worked differently. I don't even know if it would have worked better, but it would have worked differently. But I think that it's a functional space. What can I say? I think it's really cute. And then we were like, do we do an office? Do we do a bathroom? Like, what do we do with this little space downstairs? And then I decided I would do a bedroom. And I don't know why pink jumped out to me here. I think I was just going through swatches on that island living bed. And I was like, wait a minute, I never used this really cute pink one with the hibiscus flower print. So let's do that. Then I was like, okay, we're gonna do a desk. I do flip it around a little bit because once I put the dresser there, we were like, oh man, like that's not gonna be functional. The desk isn't gonna be functional if we have the dresser there. So let me just turn it around. Also, I think I'm talking really fast in this video, but I have a lot to say. And I think also watching the speed build makes me feel like I need to talk faster. Like I watch it and I'm like, oh, the speed build's going and going and going. I need to be going and going and going as well. So that answers that question if you did have that question. And we use the pink chair from the new I keep calling it high school stuff. I don't know why I call it high school stuff. I think it is my manifesting that we will one day eventually in our lives see another stuff pack for The Sims 4. I cannot emphasize to you how unlikely I think that is. And I don't think it's like the most horrible thing in the world if stuff packs are officially done and gone and whatever. But I do feel disappointed because I loved stuff packs. I've said this before, I think kits should be about $3 or $4 at the maximum because when you think about a stuff pack, it was $10. You normally got a gameplay feature, you got build buy items, and you got create a sim items. And especially the most recent stuff pack, Paranormal and Nifty Knitting and Tiny Living, they had really nice gameplay features in them as well. And they felt like such complete packs. And I feel like you get a third of each. So I'm like, if a kit is just going to be one focus on build buy, create a sim, or gameplay, then it should be a third of the price, right? But obviously I understand why it's not. But I miss stuff packs. I miss being able to be excited about a concept, if that makes sense. Like, oh, the paranormal pack. I'm so excited to see what kind of build buy they do with the paranormal pack. So excited to see what kind of create a sim items come with the paranormal pack. But I feel like the kits, it's not that I'm not excited, it's that it's very easy to expect. They're very predictable. You know, like, oh, the Desert Luxe kit, I really wonder what that will come with. Oh, the Blooming Rooms kit, I wonder what that will come with. Like, I know it's gonna be all plants. It's gonna be a lot of desert themed build buy. As someone who does enjoy gameplay, you know I don't do a lot of gameplay on this channel, but as someone who does enjoy gameplay, I do kind of miss being able to experience the gameplay of a new pack for the first time in reference to stuff packs. Obviously, we're still getting game packs and expansion packs, but I feel like there was still a lot to be excited about around stuff packs, and that little bit of excitement is no longer because now we just get kits. I want them to do another gameplay kit so badly, and you know I said at the beginning of this year I wanted them to do a social media kit, but they did add Social Bunny with the high school pack, so I don't think they're going to do a social media kit anymore. But I would just love to to see a gameplay kit again. I know that Bust the Dust, I don't think that went over that well. I think it was glitchy when it first came out, right? But I don't know. I would love a new gameplay feature or two. What would you like to see in a kit? Like, what is just like one small little gameplay feature that you would like to see in a kit that, you know, it could fit in a pack, but it doesn't need to fit in a pack? Because for me, that was social media. I think it obviously makes sense to put it with the high school pack, but it didn't need to go with the high school pack because more than just high schoolers use social media. But I am going off on tangent after tangent after tangent. Let's get back to talking about the build for a second. So upstairs we have 2 bedrooms, and once again with the, I don't know if you call this the second or the third bedroom, but I put the high school stuff bed. Again, I called it high school stuff. That's where we started. I called it high school stuff. And I did the one with the rounded headboard. I mean, I wouldn't call it a headboard, but you know what I mean, to kind of mimic the round wall. And I think that that just creates a really nice flow of the space, visual flow of the space. And how I built this, because I really planned to only stream this one day. I wanted to get at least the basic layout of every room, and then I would go in really quick and clutter everything up off stream. But I've been so busy this week, I didn't get to do that, so we just finished it up on stream as well. But I really like the vibes. Like, I would like to live here, please. And the balcony, we decided it was for a plant lover, so we added the plant cage, we added some gardening things and stuff like that. But the reason I'm so busy this week is because I am taking the rest of September off. I plan to have this video posted on the 26th of September. That is my plan. There is a very small chance it will not be posted until the first week of October, but I'm hoping I can keep my life together enough to get this posted on the 26th of September. But yes, I'm taking the rest of September off. I am recording this on the 23rd. I'm doing a bit of traveling, just taking a general break and stuff like that. So I've been doing a bunch of like pre-filming TikToks, pre-filming YouTube shorts. I have been in my YouTube shorts era. If you are a short form content enjoyer, I recommend checking out my YouTube shorts. That's all I have to say about that. And also let me know if you found me from a short but are now here on a long form video. I would love to know that, because I don't know if people who watch short form content also are interested in my long form content. And you don't have to be one or the other. You don't have to be interested in my short form content if you like my long form content. You don't have to be interested in my long form content if you like my short form content. But I like to do it all. I have fun with it all. So, you know, I like to know who else has fun with it all. Oh, and also something that just popped into my mind. I don't think that this was related. Oh, I was saying, I know why I thought of this. I was saying how I don't do that much gameplay on my channel, and then I was like, I need to talk about the 100 baby challenge. A lot of you have been asking about the 100 baby challenge. I think I've said this before on the channel. I might not have. I've told my Twitch chat a lot about it, but the 100 baby challenge is not over. I do intend to make more 100 baby challenge videos. I am hoping to do 1 or 2 or 3 by the end of the year and just see how they go. The reason that those videos took a little bit of a back seat is because they take like twice as long to film than a build video. They take a lot more editing to, you know, tell a consistent story throughout the video, but they don't really get as many views at all as my building videos. And it's not to say that like, oh, I only want to make videos that get a lot of views, but I have such a limited amount of like time to spend on YouTube, so I want to make sure that I am putting out videos that I know people will enjoy, because I was like, oh, not a lot of people are watching the 100 baby challenge. Maybe people don't really want to watch it. I should, you know, focus on something else. But I do a 100 baby challenge on my TikTok lives, if you did not know that, which might be how a lot of you found me as well. But yes, we will finish the 100 baby challenge. It will happen. I am putting that out into the universe. Hopefully within the next month or so, we get a 100 baby challenge video, at least 1, if not 2, if not 3, if not 4 by the end of the year. And as well, Sarah Builds the States will be back. It was kind of the same thing. I noticed those videos weren't doing as well, so I was like, maybe we will do more every room is a different blank challenges, because you know I love the every room is a different blank. I would not make as many of those videos if I did not enjoy them. I don't know what it is. I like the compartmentalization, maybe. That's a big word, of being like, oh, this room, we will do this, and then this room, we will do that. Like, I like that. I don't know. It scratches the itch in my brain. But yeah, I'm hoping to get back on a better YouTube schedule as well. I feel like I've known that I was taking this break and doing a little bit of traveling this month for a while. So I think for the last couple months, I've been like, oh my gosh, like I have to do all of this stuff and also pre-film for when I am taking a break and also traveling. And then once I'm back, like I don't really have any other big plans. So I can kind of just like sit back and get everything in order and really just get back at it, basically. But I also like that I have been posting more YouTube shorts, because I always felt so bad. I was like, if I accidentally like miss a week or like I'm taking too long on a video, I'm like, YouTube's gonna forget about me. YouTube's gonna be like, is Sarah even alive? We don't know. So now we have YouTube shorts and I like posting those. So yeah, I actually really like how this kitchen ended up being cluttered. I never thought to do string lights, and it may not be the most practical, may not be the most realistic, but I like how it looks in the game. So I don't know. Also, I don't know how I'm still talking. I streamed for 6 hours today for charity. I did a charity stream for the American Heart Association and it was so much fun. We did crowd control again. If you don't know what that is, it's a Twitch extension where basically you can buy coins to interact with my Sims game. So like 150 coins will start a fire or 75 coins will like age up my sim or something like that. But today, since we were doing it for charity, we did it so that to buy coins, you had to donate money to the charity, and then it was just so chaotic. I don't even know. I just realized now that we didn't have like a fire counter, but I'm like, I don't think that we could have kept track. I genuinely think there were probably 30 fires, 40, 50, maybe even 100. I don't know. But since I was streaming for longer, I did take a longer break at a couple points, and I just left it unpaused, and I let crowd control handle it. And what I found really interesting, I don't know if any of you were watching on the TikTok live when I was doing this, but I was getting a lot of viewers while I wasn't there. And I think it was the way that I worded it. So I like took my cam off of the screen because I was taking a break, obviously. And I put text on the screen that just said, "Can you watch my Sims for me while I'm gone?" So I think that concept like really intrigues TikTok viewers, especially those that are just like scrolling and are like, oh no, what will happen? So I would love to do a long Sims unpaused stream at some point, maybe next month, maybe the month after that, we will see. But I've seen a lot of people do that, so I think it would just be so much fun, especially with crowd control enabled. I don't know. But obviously we are cluttering a lot of the house now, so you get kind of a second look at everything while we are cluttering and picking out paintings and stuff. I want more paintings in the game. Except, was I not just complaining? I might have ended up cutting this out of a recent video unless I left it in. But I was saying how the game is at a point now that there is too much wall decor. And then literally, what did I just say? Man, I wish there were more paintings in the game. But what I mean by that is that there's like an overwhelming amount of wall decor. And my problem is they did this with the high school pack with a couple of the wall decor items. It's like a few different items as one, if that makes sense. Like you change the swatch and it will become a completely different item. There's one that's like a tapestry, or it's like a poster, or it's something else. And I'm like, you can't do that because then I forget that some of them exist. And then I feel like we don't have any wall decor when actually we do. You've just made the swatches in such a weird way and don't make them separate items, especially when they look completely different. My main thing with this is the thing from the high school pack that is a tapestry in some swatches and just like a regular picture in some swatches. I'm like, why couldn't we have had it differently, please? So anyway, you know, I could not do a build without the Jungle Adventure mirror. She made it in here. She made it in here. I don't think this is my most cluttered build ever. I don't think it's my most lived in build ever, but I really do like how it turns out. I don't know why I've been feeling like cluttering a little bit less recently. I don't know if that like signifies something within myself or what, but oh my god. And I used the tool mod too, and I wanted to move something, but the grid was at an angle, and I was like, why in the world is this at an angle? Like I genuinely never knew why, but we figured it out. It's apparently when the actual lot is on like a weird spot of the whole world map. I think this lot, I think, is on a little bit of a curve or something, so it's not exactly in line with the rest of the world, which is why the tool mod grid is at an angle. And I said, that is not something that I knew before, but now you know. And I do think I cut out cluttering the bathroom just because this was getting long. Like I'm watching this, we're at 19 minutes into the speed build, and there's no reason it needs to be this long. I'm just the world's slowest builder. But I did cut out cluttering the bathrooms because you know how I clutter my bathrooms, right? I throw some toothpaste in there, I throw some hand soap. I think I left a little bit in. But this bedroom, I mean, I assume it's like a teen bedroom. I love it with the high school bed, mirror, chair, and dresser, and then the little lamp. I actually love how this turned out, and we were looking at this for a while, and I was like, what does this room need? This room is missing something. I don't know what it is. We got an ottoman at the bed then, which I mean, that might be a lot of seating for, you know, a one singular bedroom, but I think that really helps fill up the space. But then what really, really made it for me was we added curtains, and you know, I'm a curtain hater. I don't think any other room in this house has curtains, but something about putting curtains in this room made it feel really nice and really lived in and how I wanted it to feel. Also, we had the bug light. I don't know what it is about the bug light. It's developed somewhat of a cult following, but I am so obsessed. I love it. And then we just popped back out to the balcony, you know, added some plants here and there. I want to go to this house in real life. I don't feel that way about every single one of my Sims builds, but I do feel that way about this one. Like, I feel like it's really nice to go swimming in the summer when it's warm. I feel like it's really nice to sit out on the balcony with all of the plants, to do the poolside conversation pit. I didn't even like point out that I did that, but I did. You know, sit at the bar there, sit on the lounge chairs, you know, do a little grilling. I think that would be really, really fun. But we are coming to the end of the speed build, so let's pop into the game and take one final look. All right, so here it is, the outside of the house. Is it the most expertly landscaped? No. Is it okay because it's in the desert? Yes. But there's not too much going on the outside of the house, obviously. And you come on in here to the entryway. And then here is the kitchen. I actually really love how this looks. Oh my god, I just realized we never decided which of these lights we should use. I think we should use the tiny living ones. And then we just have some shelves over here. And then we also have this half bath with some Jungle Adventure stuff. I think that's really nice. And then on your left here is the laundry room. And we also have the living area right here. Come down the little hallway here into this bedroom. Got the desk with some clutter and all of that. I really love the decor to the Max Kit mirror. But other than that, not too much. I could have sworn I put a rug, but you know. And then up here is the landing area. I left it minimal on purpose. And then in here is the main bedroom of the house. We also have another desk area. And then this is the bathroom. I actually really like this. I don't know what it is. It's very simple, but I like the pops of green, I think. And then this is our other bathroom with a shower. I used those Jungle Adventure tiles on the wall again, and it looks very nice. I do have to play test to make sure that's functional. But here is the teen room, literally like of my dreams. I love it so much. It looks so comfy, cozy. I love the ottoman at the end of the bed. And then out here is the balcony where you can start gardening or tend to your current plants, and then sit out and enjoy the view of the dinosaur. And then back down here through the open bifold doors, we've got a bar, we've got a grill, some plants, and the lower down sitting area with some windows looking into the pool. I don't know, I thought that was cool. And then the lounge chairs. That's how it looks from the back, and I had a ton of fun with this shell. I want to build with curved walls more after this. Don't forget tours are October 16th and 18th on my Twitch channel. Make sure you're following over there. Make sure you're following on all my other socials. If you made it this far in the video, make sure you give me a like so I know you enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe and comment SKSCU because we are back in the Sarah Kendalll cinematic universe. Other than that, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and a lovely tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!